Hey folks, RB here. I haven't got my voice fully yet back yet, but I thought I'll kind of record an update for you here. It's been about 2 weeks I have recorded any video, right? And though the price action has been moving as we had expected for the most part, but in the last week, like I've been saying, that's a last chance for bears to act to get some correction in the books. But if that's missed, then we are gonna rally through end of the year, right? So just giving some more clarity in that regards, right? And if you remember, what we have been talking about is that we had these five waves up, or something that looks like at least five waves up, right? And every five waves needs to be connected by three corrective waves, right? At least. It also depends where those five waves are. I mean, if these five waves are like the ending five waves for a wave five of a larger structure, then it could be triggering a very large correction as well, right? So, which we have also talked about in the last post when let's say we go into our larger price structure here. That what if this was an ending diagonal for a wave 5 of a 3, and then we have a correction coming back to 5100 or so, right? So there are many multiple correction formations which can happen, but at least we need to get started with some. And so far, while things are going the way we wanted, I think next week is crucial to kind of start pushing this back down. And if that does not happen, if it start pushing up, then we are not even in the correction, and this five wave may turn into something like a bullish nest of a 1 2, a 1 2, and a 1 2, and a three wave coming up, which will take it like 6400 plus or more, right? So that's what I keep saying again and again, that bears have only one chance. And if I look into what has happened so far, we made this lower low here from this election gap up open, right? We went below it, and right now I'm considering this move as a lower high, right? And what we want to see on a Monday is that it starts turning back, and start breaking this particular support 5920, which we have been talking about since last Thursday. That's a critical support. Once it starts breaking down from here, then we can talk about, okay, yeah, the reversal is in the play here, right? And as it starts, and we kind of understand how ferocious and how deep it goes, we start looking at it whether it's going to be equal legs just doing this much. And though this is a very small correction, even if I compare to these five waves, let's say if we're just looking into these five waves, I would want this correction to at least come here at 56, or at least here the 5600 as such, so that at least we are correcting half of what this move from August to November looked like, right? So this is my bare minimum correction expectation. But like I said, if we start making into clearing the supply here at 58 80 and moving into 6000 and above, yeah, then it's very complicated. Then beers have no chance here. Another thing which was very important that happened, and cannot be ignored when I'm looking into US 500, and I kept explaining that again and again, we had very nice five waves down, right, across the board on Qs, on other indexes and all that. And how we have been chopping is another overlapping move. Now again, I mean, until the correction starts, it's hard to say what it is, but it's right into the supply zone where it needs to be. And one would expect that a reversal should happen. If you measure this move, uh, it's right getting into that 78%, up to even 80%. I mean, wave 2 can go up to as much as up here into the 6000 area before reversal, right? So there is quite a little bit of a space up here. And why I'm looking for that space in SPX, because if you look into the Nasdaq has been lagging pretty big with all these overlaps, and it has not even closed the gap. So my only intuition since Friday has been that since we haven't changed it and we haven't seen a change and a drop coming in on Friday or last week, is that then it's letting an Aztec catch up before it kind of rolls over. Right, looking into these things. I mean, the way these structures have been here as well at Nasdaq, 5 waves up, and this a small correction started. This could be this should be or could be possible start of the correction, and that's what we are hoping for. And we should see some reversal coming from here, giving us some depth. Now, of course, this is just an assumption. We have the levels of invalidation. If it goes above, we do not have any chances for the short, so that keeps our biases away. Right, we should not be keep shorting as it keeps going above. We immediately flip into a bullish mode as it starts trading above, let's say 21,000 on Nasdaq, right? So then there is no point of being bearish. You can be bearish as long as it's below this supply zone on Nasdaq, right? As it starts trading above into this, you don't need to be bearish, right? So there is a good chance for bears to come through on this one and give a decline. But if they fail and we start trading into 6,000 and all, then yes, I mean, there's no point for being bearish. And like I was trying for Nasdaq um, or SPX, we are looking into some sort of a bull nesting here. And bull nesting means that we had that 1-2-1-2 formation, possibly where this was a wave 1 and 2, and this whole thing is just building up inside the wave 3, and now the next will be a very sharp move up, pushing this higher and higher and higher, right? And these were like internal 1-2 waves, 1-2, and sorry, not that 3, but 1-2 and 3, 4 and 5, like that, right? So there's some sort of a nesting going on, right? So that's a bullish case, but right now, I think bears have the opportunity, if they can act into it, and we start seeing a drop early on Monday, Tuesday, and they do not breach our levels here, uh, you know, above the supply, this zone, then I think we are okay on the on the short side. At least I wouldn't be longing in here. If you don't want to short, that's a different thing. No problem. But at least I don't want to go long when it heads into right into the supply, and that too when you look into the Nasdaq, you can't even count this whole chop move as a start of a new impulse or anything like that. Basically, it did not give me any 5 wave move up. It was like 3 waves up, another 3 up and decline. It's not even a leading diag yet. Um, um, yeah, it's not even a leading diag yet. Maybe it can make a leading diag at certain point, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't even look like that yet, right? So there is certainly an opportunity, like I said, for bears with all this chop retracement of this sharp drop, make a lower high and thus start getting down. But like I said, if things change and we start seeing some sharp movement up there, that kind of kills the bearish one. Hope this helps. This is a very short video, and rest of the details are in the post. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye bye.